Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Want to see more of what I'm making my friends for Christmas? Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. Welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. I really do appreciate it. Today, for one of my dear friends, I'm going to take a 2024 calendar and I am going to turn it into something spectacular. So I don't have one already pre-made. We're going to make it together. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera because y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, so here is my calendar, and I got this calendar from the Dollar Tree, and the calendar measures approximately 9.5 by 6 3/4. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be using chipboard, and I have two pieces of chipboard that I've already pre-cut at 10 by 7, and then I have a spine that I have cut at 10 by 1. So this will be a chipboard project. If you're looking for the chipboard that I use, make sure you check the description box because I have links in my Amazon storefront. And I'm sure some of you remember this beautiful paper placemat that I got from Amazon. You get 50 in a pack, and I think this might have been about $8.99. In fact, each sheet is about 18 cents for me to use it. So that is really some economical paper crafting. And this was $1.25. And using 2 sheets of chipboard, I have about 50 cents worth of chipboard here. And I'm using about $1 worth of 12 by 12 on here because I am using paper from a paper pad that I paid $7.99 for. There were 48 sheets in that paper pad. So each sheet is about 17 cents, and I have 6 sheets. So y'all, we are really making this project for under $5. But I am going to go ahead and peel away the tape backers from all of my chipboard. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces and we're going to place them down. But y'all, we are going to use our handy dandy little tool here to help with the placement. This is that 5-in-1 tool. And so I'm just going to take it and place it right in the corner like this. And then I'm just going to take this and put it in that corner like that. And now I can take my tool, slide it over, and use the spacer part to place down my spine. And you can see how nice and even that looks. And so then we're going to slide it over again, like that. And we'll take this piece and place it down. Now, I'm demoing this for those of you who might not have seen this before. Normally, I don't use this tool because I do okay with eyeballing. But for those of you who might be new to making book-style projects, this tool is definitely a big help. And I'll have it linked in the description box. Now, I'm going to flip this over and make sure that that is nice and stuck. And y'all, isn't that some beautiful paper? The paper will also be linked in the description box. So now we're going to take this piece, place it in the corner, and this is how you can get a nice mitered corner if you're not comfortable with just cutting it. So we'll go all the way around and do it. And so now I'm going to use my tape runner, and I'm just going to put tape all the way around. And I don't mind using my tape runner here because these end pieces are going to be sandwiched between my inside liner and the chipboard. And I'm sure some of you noticed the band-aid on my finger. Not a finger blade cut, but a chipboard cut. I don't know if you have ever cut yourself on chipboard, but it hurts like the dickens. I went in to grab a couple of pieces of chipboard, and my finger just went along the top of the chipboard, and it took my skin off. and it hurts. So, but we soldier on. And then we're going to fold over our last piece and get this nice and stuck. And seriously, if you do struggle with your placement, this tool is very helpful, and it has a whole bunch of different functions on it. So we have that miter, we have the spacing, and we have the corner placement, but you can also use this to round the ends if you want. It is so helpful in so many ways. I'm going to take my ruler and measure this so I'll know how much inside liner I need. So that's 12. So that's 12 right there. So it's about 15.5 inches long this way. So I have decided that I want this to be my inside liner. So I know that both pieces need to be cut at 9 3/4. So I'll just put them in together and cut them at 9 3/4. And I know that I need 9 3/4 because this is 10 inches long and I simply remove 1/4 of an inch. So when I place it down, I'm going to place it down like this. Then I'm going to take this piece and cut enough so that I can cover this way. So I know this is 3.5 right here. I'm going to cut a piece that is 5 by 9 3/4. And that will cover me. So now what I need to do, y'all, is I need to place tape to cover the chipboard and to cover the edges of the liner. So I'll be using this wide tape to cover my chipboard. Then I'm going to use the narrow tape to cover the edges of the large piece of my inside liner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just cover this, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so I've added the tape to my board, and I've added the tape along the edges of that larger piece that is 12 by 9 3/4. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to place it down like this, just smoothing it out as I go. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have a good stick before I place down that second piece. And so on the second piece, I placed tape all the way around, but then I added some extra tape in the middle because when we place this down, we need to make sure that this is going to stick on this end. So that's why you see the extra tape on here. All right, so with the taped end being placed this way, I am going to take this and place it down like this. And let's go ahead and get that nice and stuck. And now we get to come in and work those spines. You want to make sure that you go in and you have nice, clean spines. So I'm going to put that right there. And so when I fold it, y'all, what I'm looking for is to see if I have any puckering of the spine, of the paper on the spine here. And if I don't, then I'm good. And this looks pretty good to me. And that looks pretty good to me. So now we have a beautiful, beautiful holder for this notebook. So what I've done is I've added some tape to the back of the notebook, and we're going to add tape to the front of the notebook because I am going to cover this in paper. I'm not covering the inside because the person that I'm giving this to, I know, loves to scribble and write notes in a hurry, and often writes on the back of a notebook or front of a notebook, but I still like to give her pretty things anyway. And so I've decided that I want to use this paper to cover the notebook. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trim this to 10. I have 2 sheets that right now are 10 by 12. I will need to trim again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, place it down like this, and then I'm going to wrap it around. So what I'm going to do to make sure that I have a good stick is I am just going to take a piece of tape and place it on the end like this. Then let's go ahead and remove this tape backer. And I'll remove the tape backer from this piece. Then I'm going to take it. I am going to try to get it even at the top, so I only have to trim once. And we're going to place that down like that, and place that down like that. I can see that it's not perfect, but y'all know what? It's handcrafted. Never going to be perfect, but I like it. So now I'll open this and I'll trim away the excess. Then I'll take this piece. I'll take this piece. And then I'm just going to take this and bring it over. And now I can trim away the excess from the back. And then I'll take that second piece that I cut, and I'm going to cut a strip at 3 by 10. And we're going to add some tape. You know, I haven't pre-done any of my measurements, so this is one of those videos where we're winging it together. But I like how it's turning out so far. And I'm going to peel away my tape backer. I'm going to take this and we're going to place it down right there and get that nice and stuck. And then I want to make it so that she can remove the calendar if she wants. So I'm using some of my scrap, and I have a piece that is 2 by 10, and I'm going to place this right here at the bottom, because then we'll be able to take the notebook and place it in like this. So I am going to take my glue and I am going to add my glue along the edge and along the bottom. So on 3 sides of this, the 2 short sides and 1 long side, I am adding glue. And just make sure that you're not stingy with your glue, because you don't want your beautiful project to fall apart. So now I'm going to take this, and when I place it in, I'm going to place it in so that I'm placing it in as close to the edge as possible. And so then what I had planned for over here, and I think I'm still going to do it, is I wanted to place a pocket, but I wanted the pocket to be more of an envelope style pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 sheet of this 12 by 12, and then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to cut it down to 8.5 by 12, and then we're going to score at 1 on the 8.5 inch side and score at 1 again on the 8.5 side. So basically I got lazy. Didn't feel like doing a whole lot of measuring. We're going to go in and cut and make an envelope the way that we always do. So we're going to remove this part by angling down. Then we'll cut here, angle down here, angle here, and here. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy scissors and just round this and round this. You can do this with a corner rounder as well. I'm using my scissors because it's what I happen to have out. I do have a corner rounder, but I like to show you guys who don't that you can use your scissors to get the same look. So we're simply rounding. So now we'll fold these in. I'm going to take some glue and place glue here. And then I'll place a little bit of glue right there and a little bit of glue right there. We will fold up and get this nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take this piece and put it right here, but I am not going to glue the whole thing down. I'm simply going to create another pocket behind here. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'll take my glue and I'll place my glue along the two short sides and one long side at the bottom. And now I can take this, place it right there. And now she can place her receipts in either pocket. I'm going to take me a little Velcro dot, put that Velcro dot right there. And close it. So I think that that's looking pretty doggone good. We have our pocket back here. And so now we can take the calendar and place it in its holder like that. So now I want to do just a little bit of decorating to this. And I am going to decorate with the cutest of cut-aparts that came in the paper pad that I used, which was a paper pad from Joann Fabrics. So I am just going to cut this. And I think I want the one that says collect moments, not things. And I'm going to place that there, but I am going to use a background color. Then I'm going to take this one. That says, if you can be anything, be kind. I want to use that. And I think I'm going to use that on the front. And then I want to place something right there, and I am going to go with Choose Joy. And so this time I want to add just a little bit of bling bling to my book. So I am going to cut my background mats in this beautiful gold. And I'm cutting the mats at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 because the cut-aparts are 3 by 4s. All right, so I'm going to bring my tape back in. Let's add some tape to the back. Take this and place it down like that. And y'all look at how that pops with that gold. Absolutely love it. Don't be afraid of blinging your project out with a nice accent background mat. Doesn't take a whole lot, but it's these little things that really elevate our projects and set them apart. So now we're going to take this and place it right there. Then I'm going to take my tape, place my tape on the back here, place this on the book. Y'all, isn't that just gorgeous? I absolutely love the patterns, the colors, how well they all work together. Take this Choose Joy and put it right there. And then take our last one and put it right here. So, if you can be anything, be kind. And so the last thing that I want to do is I want to take a few sheets of scratch paper and we're just going to tuck it in right there so that she'll have some paper to write on if she wants. And now the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these sweet little bows and we're going to place it right there to finish it off. Y'all, isn't this fabulous? We started with this and we turned it into this absolutely gorgeous 2024 notebook. And we even have a calendar on the inside for 2025 so you can look ahead and see those dates. But this versus this, I am more than proud to give this as a Christmas gift because first of all, she's going to know that I took the time to make it. I didn't just rush out and buy one. I decided I would think about her as I was making it, and I made it in a way that I know that she uses various things. But I have to tell you, this is absolutely stunning. You can actually add a pin loop right here if you want to place a pin on the inside. I am not going to do that with this one, but you most certainly can if you want when you make yours. But guys, look at the difference in these two. I can tell you if you go to the store and you even try to buy something like this, you're going to pay high double digits for it because that's just what these things cost in the store. But if you take the time and make it yourself, you can eliminate a lot of that cost. So I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way to take a 2024 monthly planner and turn it into this beautiful work of art. This is not only beautiful, but functional. And if you have liked this video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'm here. I've been waiting on you all year. So before the year ends, go ahead, hit that subscribe button because we'd love to have you as a part of this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.